Howdy, I'm back, Andy Smith, 30-year veteran of the comic book industry, with another book look. This time, it's the look through the 25th anniversary edition director's cut of Spawn #1. Now, I love the artist editions IDW puts out, those big, 11 by 17, where they scan in the artwork from comic books, from greats like Joe Kubert, John Buscema, Bernie Wrightston, John Byrne, Mike Zeck. So many they've put out at 11 by 17, the size comic books are drawn, and they put out these large books so you can look at what the original art looks like. So they scan everything in full color. You can see whiteout, the yellowing of the paper, etc. Those are really expensive. Well, this is Todd put out, and it's the same thing. He scanned the original artwork from Spawn #1, but printed it at comic book size and sold it for $5. So if you like Spawn, which I do, if you like Todd's art, which I do, and you want to see what his originals look like for Spawn #1, I highly recommend picking this up. This is all scanned in full color, so you can see the blue of the page. You can tell this was drawn on Marvel paper, because this is what Marvel paper looked like back in the day. So you'll be able to see some of his whiteout and stuff, and that's the cover. Then he shows the cover as it was printed. He does a little talking about the cover, the inside front cover. Then we get into the book itself. Like I said, you can see some of the yellowing of the paper, some tape marks here that he did, the writing at the top. I love stuff like this. I tell you, I get IDW doing their big artist editions, but they're $150. If they were to reprint those as small trade paperbacks, and they have started doing artisan editions, which are smaller. So, for instance, I have the David Mazzucchelli Daredevil Artisan Edition, which is not the big 11 by 17, 12 by 18. I think the book itself is 12 by 18. The original art was 11 by 17. The artisan editions are roughly 8 by 12 in size, maybe 11 by 14. And they basically reprint the artist editions, but a little smaller, and they're $50. So they're way more affordable, but they could make a killing doing them this size as well, comic book size. So he does a little explaining here of different things. He was thinking about doing the pages. So you can see some of the blue pencil and such. I just love this. I really love Todd's work. It's just the way I don't think. I mean, this, people bust Todd's chops, but this is very cool storytelling here with these panels, kind of like pieces fluttering and falling down. And this is, we look at this. Is this an anatomically correct skull? No. But is it freaking cool looking? Hell to the yes, that is super cool looking. And we see Spawn in the alley. And then, of course, if I rotate this, you guys won't, it'll crop. So I'm just going to keep it like this. But this was a 2-page spread, just like it is here. You can see the lettering was pasted down on top of the artwork. It wasn't on the actual artwork. It was lettered on separate pieces of paper, then glued down. You can see the yellowing of that paper. You can see some of Todd's blue pencil under here. So he would draw in blue. Once again, not anatomically correct if you look at an anatomy book, but it's cool looking. And sometimes cool is better than accurate. These are great. These pages have yellowed over the 25 years. And this book came out, when did this book actually come out? Because this book came out in 2017. So, yeah, Image was 1992. So, this book is a few years old, but you can probably still get it pretty cheap. Love that. Love the way Todd cartoons these figures and stuff. Has a Michael Golden feel to it. But Todd, of course, established his own. This guy getting tossed out the window here. Just the force of this glass breaking and stuff. Sorry, I'm just looking at it. Sometimes I'll just pause to look at stuff because I just love this stuff so much. So this is whiter because this is a stat. So he drew it once and then photocopied it and pasted it down. Nowadays, you would just do that in Photoshop. He's got the spaghetti cobwebbing, kind of like Spider-Man stuff. TV screen motif that he got from Frank Miller. Very cool. Once again, he drew them once here, pasted them down there. I love this because it has some, like a director's cut, it has commentary, unlike a DVD where you listen to it, you read it. You know, all this nice commentary here. I want to say that's the end of the issue. Nope, this was the end of the issue. And then he's got the, I wish he printed this full size. He's got the color of, actually no, this is from black and white. This must be from a photocopy because all this stuff is black and it would have been blue. Got George Perez, the master there, doing it up. Spawn, look at that crazy cape, George Perez style. Very sweet. And then this, I thought this was cool. This was the first ad for Spawn. Spawn's a character I would like to have drawn. I've done some pinups before for myself and whatnot, sketch covers, but he'd be cool. And then another early Spawn ad from the original art. So there you go. He does have, it looks like the Vault edition, which is the size of the IDW book, so 12 1/4 by 17 1/4. This contains the first 7 issues of Spawn in their original raw art and retailed for $175. So I'll be honest, if I could find one of those, I'd probably try and get it. That is awesome. So there you go, guys. Just a quick one today of the director's cut of Spawn. I hope you enjoyed this book look. From your host, 30-year veteran of the comic book industry, Andy Smith. I will catch you guys next time. Bye, everybody. Back, First Man 2 now, live on Indiegogo.